Hey everyone, welcome back to another Friday recap, Friday update. It's kind of a little bit of both this week. First off, I wanted to say thank you so much for your prayers, some notes of encouragement. As you could tell, if you were listening to my podcast episodes this past week on Tuesday and Thursday, and if you haven't heard any of those, go ahead and check those out. They drop on Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so, yeah, I appreciate your prayers. And as you could tell in those podcast episodes, I really was going through a lot emotionally. We all were here. So I just want to say thank you, first off, just for your prayers, your support, your encouragement. It really means a lot. And so I want to give a little update on what's going on, what's changed here. Sorry, I have my notes. So what's changed, what's going on. And so as of today, which is Friday, there's been a lot changing here at WOL Hungary. And if you remember last week, and it's actually happened more this week, we sent the students home. It was hard, but it was the right thing to do. The government has shut down schools, and so with us being a school as well as a ministry, it had to shut that down, which meant a lot of our ministries are now not being able to be done due to the coronavirus, and all of the BI stuff and anything that was going on this spring, we had to cancel. And so the students, though, are going to be able to still finish online, which is really cool. So they get a little spring break here as they're quarantined or whatever, going back home. But then they'll start school, so that's pretty cool in that fact. And then for us as staff, gone through a lot. I'm still, as you can see, I'm still living here at the castle. And this is going to be my residence for a while. Just some updates. Not going to be moving to that other place that I had mentioned. Still looking to see what God's got next for where I will be living throughout this next year. And so right now I'm here in the castle. I love it. There's about 7 of us left from the students and interns. So some interns went home, most of the students went home, but if they could not make it home, they are staying here on campus. And so that is good that they have a place to stay, but for a lot of them it's very hard. And so if you could be praying for them, that's not easy to not be able to see your family or not even to be able to go home during this tough time, but to be away from your family. And so that's been a real burden on my heart, and I hope that I'll be able to just be there for them, and be a friend that they can come talk to, and just be someone that can encourage them as well. And so that's kind of what's happening around here on campus. So I forgot, I should mention, we're kind of like not really quarantined, but we're basically kind of locked down here for a while. If we need to go get groceries, we can. But for the most part, we're basically here on campus, which, I mean, there's worse places you could be. I mean, we got a ton of acres, we got a basketball court, we got a walking path, we got, so many other things we can do, and we got a community area where we can kind of hang out together as a group. So that's kind of cool. And then also the staff, some of the staff is working from home. If they need to be here on campus, they can come, but they were encouraged to stay home just through this coronavirus time that we live in, which is kind of weird. But yeah, so that's what is that update for everything. My personal update is, I've been dealing with some shifts right now and just how things are going, obviously. Work hasn't been as productive as it could be, just with everything going on. But some exciting news. I know I mentioned it before. I actually got to go to the immigration office today, which was super exciting. It was kind of stressful. I didn't know when I was going to be able to go. We got in there, got all my paperwork submitted, so we're just waiting now to get my residency card for this next year. And so that's super exciting. You can be praying for that as well, that will go through without a hitch, and everything will go really, really smoothly. And that's pretty much the update for the week, it's not too many things I guess I can talk about because it's just that's what happened is the coronavirus is kind of taken over our world in a way, and that's what I want to shift into real quick as I finish this update / recap video is I wanted to give some challenging words to you all as many of you know, this is affecting so many people around the world. It's affected us here in Hungary. We had to end school year early. We've had to stop doing some ministries. I mean, churches, obviously, back in the States the same way, or not be able to meet. But I want to give you some words of encouragement. I was actually saw this scrolling through Facebook today, and I saw this by Billy Graham. He was talking about Habakkuk and how Habakkuk was asking God kind of, you know, what is he doing? And the idea that God was like, you won't understand if I tell you what I'm doing. And this video was, 30 years old or so, and it reminded me that through this time, and Billy Graham goes on to say that through your time of trial, you don't know what God is doing, and that's okay because we probably wouldn't understand and comprehend it, and that's what's going on right now. Is in reality, we might not comprehend and understand what God is doing in this time of trial, in this time of need. We don't understand what he's doing, but you know what I can tell you? Is that God is the same. God will never change, and God for sure will never give up on us. And that is what's so amazing about this time, is yes, it's tough, and yes, people are getting sick, and yes, some people are dying. But God has a plan. Our Dr. White shared at Guest Chapel a couple days ago, and I was able to watch it, and he talked about that, and it's something that I've mentioned multiple times on my podcast on here, is that God is faithful, and you can trust him. So in this time of scariness, of uneasiness, of just unprecedented times, I challenge you to realize that God is in control and to believe that God is in control. So brothers and sisters, first off, I just want to let you know I'm praying for you all. Praying for you all that you will be able to live in the moment with God and not stress out about this world. Not to become this world, but to live in it and not to become it. So live in this world with the focus on Christ, and then maybe share the hope you have through this time of crisis. So once again, I want to say thank you. Thank you for hearing another Friday update / recap. And once again, if you love this video, give that a thumbs up and go ahead and click that subscribe button, and that will allow you to stay in tune with all my podcast episodes, all fun videos I'll put together, and as well as these recaps. It will really allow me to see how much you really do enjoy what God is doing here. So once again, thank you for being part of God's ministry in the lives of the people here in Hungary. So, as always, we'll talk next time.